Hi, this is IJ Sugar. My name is Ijo Mambama. Yes, aka IJ Sugar. All right, so hope you're good. Mm-hmm. All right, I'd like to quickly talk about self-realization. And this topic has been on my mind for months. And I was just waiting for when I'd be ready to talk about it. And it happens that this is the time to talk about it. So I'd like us to do a quick definition. I'll be reading actually from the screen. I like to do a quick definition of what self-realization is. Let's go check it out. All right, let's do it together. I'm the one reading anyway. Okay, so it says self-realization in a nutshell is the process of understanding and achieving your true nature and potential. I love this. Understanding and achieving your true nature and potential. Oh my God. Often involving a deep dive into your own personality. Please take note, your own personality, character, and capabilities. It's about realizing what you are capable of, oh my God, and actively pursuing that realization through personal growth and development. Oh my God. I love this definition. It's so powerful, guys. Self-realization is one of the most powerful things that could happen to anybody on this plane, for real. It's one of the most powerful things that can happen to anyone on this plane, on earth, in the universe. Realizing who you are. It's very personal. I'd like to quickly list some of the benefits of self-realization and why you should take your time to realize yourself, realize who you are. Number one, it helps you stay focused on your lane, on your goals. remember it's about remember it's unique to who you are. It's about defining and achieving your purpose. If you realize who you are, self-realization helps you to stay focused on your lane. It gives you a deep sense of purpose, so you are not distracted. You can stay focused. So even if other people did not get the memo, they don't understand what you're talking about. They don't really see your dreams as you see your dreams. They don't really understand the path that you are taking and going. You understand where you're going to. You know what you are doing because it is unique to you. You realize yourself, who you are. It's not who they are. So even if your mother gave birth to you, your mother may not really understand who you are, but you know who you are and you are in the journey of self-realization. And at this point, you probably already realize who you are. So as far as it's clear to you, you can stay focused on your path. And it does not matter how many people that do not support you, but because you realize who you are, you can stay focused on that path. Number two, realizing who you are gives you it gives you this sense of confidence. You carry yourself with confidence because you know who you are. You know where you're going to. It really doesn't even matter what you look like right now, what's happening right now. But because you already have an understanding of who you are, so that is how you actually see yourself. You see yourself in the picture of who you are. So it doesn't matter what you have or don't have right now. It doesn't really matter the process you have to go through to get to that point. You are willing to go through all of that process to get to that point because that is who you are. And it's your goal that is most important. So you carry yourself with that sense, with that level of confidence. You are not shaking. You are not in doubt. It doesn't matter what's going on. You don't take, look, you're able to cut some people off. You deliberately choose who comes into your life, who leaves your life, who stays out the door, because you are deliberate about your goals and your purpose because you have come to self-realization. When you come to self-realization, you don't play. You don't play with your gifts. You don't play with your talents. You don't play with your purpose because you know where you're going to. And it doesn't matter how many people don't even understand where you are going to, but you know where you're going to and you know you are going there. You will get there. So you stand focused and you have that confidence. You carry yourself like your future. Oh my God. I wish I had I feel like I don't even have the right words to drive what I feel like, what I feel right now inside of me. That's how I actually feel. Now, another thing, when you come to a place of self-realization, you don't compete. You don't compete. You are too confident, too sure. You don't compete. You are too focused to compete. Compete with who? For what? Oh my God. You don't have time for this unnecessary, unhealthy competition, envy, jealousy. You don't have that time. You are too focused because you know who you are. You see, I actually believe that people who are in unhealthy competition, people who give their time to unnecessary competition, you envy your colleagues at work, you envy your friends or what they are doing, it's because you've not realized who you are. It's because you don't know your worth. It's because you don't know who you are. You are just existing. If you know who you are and you have a sense of purpose, what is the jealous person for? What are you envious for? You will not have that time. You'll be too focused on you. You'll be too focused on your goals. Do you know how high you carry yourself? Do you know how confident you are when you come to a self-realization of who you are? Nothing else really matters. You don't care what people are doing. You cannot envy. You cannot compete. You can't. You can only look up to mentors, people that have probably been there before you that's trying to get there, to learn from them, but not to envy or try to bring down anybody. People who try to bring down other people to feel relevant is because they are nothing. They have not realized their potential. They don't know who they are. They probably have no sense of purpose. If you have a sense of purpose, you have realized who you are. Oh God, like I said, I feel like I don't have the right words. I feel like I don't even have enough words to drive what I feel right now inside of me. But of course, you will not find yourself competing because you'll be too confident. You'll be too sure. That's how you know you've come to self-realization. Another thing, which is related to what I just said, you do not care about people's opinion or because it doesn't matter to you. You do not care. You don't care what your ex thinks about you. You don't care what your neighbors think. You don't even care what your family members think, as long as you are sure of what you are doing and where you're going to. Because you see, one thing with people, they may not agree when the journey does not look like it. So by the time the results begin to show, everybody wants to come around. So you see, that's something with people, and I mean, that's why I don't care about certain things, certain reactions from people, because that's how they are. When the journey is tough, which is usually like that for a lot of people, it doesn't look like where you're going to. You not have a lot of people supporting you. But once the results begin to show, you see all of them begin to come around. So why would you even take people like that seriously? Why would you? So when you come to self-realization, one of the things you notice is that you do not care about people's opinion. It doesn't matter to you as long as you are certain, you know what you're doing, you know where you're going to, you know who you are, you believe in what you believe in, you will stand firm. And people's opinions don't matter, they don't shake you. Oh yes. You know, I see some people advising people sometimes when somebody walks out on you or when your relationship ends, you know, start dressing nice, look good, look sexy, look hot, so that your ex will be admiring your pictures and want to come back to you. If you are in your self-realization era, if you realize who you are, you have all that confidence, you don't care. Why would an ex why would the way an ex feels determine how you would dress? Because your appearance will be driven by your own consciousness, by the consciousness of your purpose. That is, you would look how you want to look. You would look good because you want to look good for yourself, and not because you want to get anybody's attention. People who have realized who they are, they're not driven by all of that. It doesn't even matter what you think about them. You look good because you want to look good. You wear what you want to wear. You wear what you can afford. Oh yes, you wear what you can afford. You wear what you want to wear. You wear what you can afford. And you don't care what your ex or anybody else thinks about you. None of your business. I really do not even think that your lifestyle changes should be driven by what an ex thinks about you. So you want to dress in a certain way to get their attention. Why would I even do that? I don't care what you think about me. Are you the one buying the clothes for me? As long as you are not investing in my outfit, I don't care what you think. So I'm buying what I can afford. And when I feel like I can do better, I will do better. And I don't care what you think about me. Because if a person cannot appreciate you for who you actually are, they are driven by material things. You don't even need them around you in the first place. What do you want to do with a person who is thinking like that? Do you get it? It's not deep. You don't need that. You don't need that. So let me close by saying this. One of the most powerful things that could happen to you as a person is to come to self-realization. Who are you? What's your purpose? What does it take to get there? Stand firm. Stay focused. You see what they all think? It doesn't matter. When the results begin to show, they will all come around. And still remember to use your head at that point. It's very important.